Hey, what's going on? What's good? Today, we're going to have a mail day. I'm going to show you some cards that I am investing in. I apologize if you hear an echo in here, but I promise the content is good. Yeah, I just happen to be shooting in my workshop in my apartment building right now. But that's why it's all echoey. I don't like being in here, but I try to make a video about it every day. Anyways, so we're going to get into a couple cards I have here. Maybe there's multiple cards in each of these. I don't know. It depends who they're from. But these are ones that I'm investing in. I'll show you that is in a second. It's going to be fun. But first, I wanted to tell you, hey, you know, as you might know, I have the Sports Card Society, where every day, almost every day anyways, I send out a exclusive video with a card I'm buying, and I include all the research behind why I'm buying it and everything that I'm thinking about and everything that I've found. And it saves my members a crap load of time and really points them in the direction of hotter sports card investments, as well as sometimes I make videos of things to sell, because it's also important to know when to sell things. And I give the advice of what I'm doing and share it. And also members of the society get 20-day PSA grading for just $25. Now, you can't even really get that service through PSA. The best one they offer currently to the public is 25-day grading for $50, 50. So yeah, so members of the society, they get exclusive video made for them pretty much every day, giving them good sports card picks, and they get discounts on PSA grading. So join the site. It's only $9.99 a month. I mean, cancel anytime. If you don't like it, hell, I'll just refund the money anyways. All right, but let's get into it. Link down in the description, sportscardsociety.com, and you know, give this a like, give it a subscribe. Let's get into the cards. What is this one I have here? It feels like it's decently packaged. Got to be careful, because there's been times where I just got careless and I just went across this and I scratch up the case or I scratch up the card. I've never scratched up a card, but I have scratched up cases. So you got to be careful with that. You got to actually feel your package out. I know we're all excited. We're excited to open it and see what it is. I can't wait till I get some PSA gradings back. Those are really fun to open too. But I buy a lot of graded cards. Looks like this one I'm pulling out is graded. I wonder who it's going to be. Is there one card in there or two? I think it's just one card. So it's a graded one. I'm pretty excited about that. I wonder who it is. I buy so many cards that, you know, I don't know what's coming when. I make most of my buys off eBay, which I suggest you do too, but Facebook groups are also great to get deals in, because to buy and sell, but I more so buy there, because you can get better deals with people selling the cards in Facebook groups than you can on eBay, because no one's charging these guys a fee. eBay charges a 10% fee, so if someone sells a card for $100, eBay's taking 10 of it, you know, so they have to really factor that into what they're selling it for, because who knows what they paid for it. And when you buy things on eBay, you got to factor in, well, tax and shipping. Frankly, you're not paying tax when you're buying from someone on Facebook. Whether that's legal or not, I don't know, but you're not paying tax on it. And you still got to pay, well, shipping will commonly be included, but I'm just saying you get a better deal buying off Facebook. But the challenge is, Facebook groups that is, but the challenge is, of course, it's harder to find inventory and it's more work. eBay is a lot easier to buy from. So I typically buy from eBay because I'm not looking to spend that much time. I'm just looking for, there's good deals to be had on eBay that numbers make a lot of sense for my time. You know what I mean? And I encourage you to think of that too. But Facebook groups are still great. Look around at them, check them out. All right, let's see what this is. I'm excited. I got to be really careful here because it's graded. So I'm gonna actually cut up here like this. Just across the tape. That's all I really need to get through is the damn tape. I always get so paranoid cutting through tape. Let's peel it off. Let's see what we got. Come on, buddy. You two. Come on, come on. Sorry if I sound kind of high, because I am. It's late. It's like after 11 o'clock, and I wanted to chill out. So it's nice to kind of do that and open some cards. You know what I'm saying? Maybe make a little video, share it with some other people that are into this weird hobby that you're into. Oh, baby. Yes. I was hoping that's what that was. Luka Doncic, baby. Look at that. An SGC 9.5. I found this on eBay. I originally, because this and the Donruss look similar, it's the same exact picture. The only thing that's different is this says Optic down here, and the Donruss says Donruss. So often when I'll be looking at these things on eBay, I will, I'll not be thinking straight, and I'll be thinking, okay, I'm looking at an Optic, or I'm looking at a Donruss, or I think I'm only looking at optics and I missed the Donruss, because I'm never looking for Donruss, frankly, and you shouldn't be either, in my opinion. But so I'm looking for optics, and I was looking at this one. Oh baby, it's in plastic covering. I was looking at this one, and because I was looking at this SGC 9.5, and it was like listed for like 275 bucks. Well, I got the guy to let me get it for 210. 210. I think that included shipping. Of course, I had to pay tax on that. So, you know, 230 bucks maybe after tax. Hell, say 235 for this. Now, at the time, I thought that was a really good deal, because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this SGC 9.5, and I'm gonna crack this case, and I'm gonna send it into PSA and get a PSA 10, because at the time, I was looking at what, again, I got this from after tax and everything, I got this for probably like 230, 235, okay? Already graded, already know it's in great condition, 9.5. Most 9.5s are gonna come back a PSA 10. If you get an SGC 9.5, most of the time when you send it into PSA, it's coming back a PSA 10. So the PSA 10s, I was looking at, and they were going for about $550, and I'm like, all right, that's a pretty good deal. If I get this for like 200, even 250, I'll just crack the case, send it into PSA, because, you know, a good chance it comes back at 10, and that's a good, you know, $250 gain for me. And all I did is just buy this card and send it into PSA. But then later on, I looked at it closer, and I realized, for some reason, the card I kept looking at that I thought was that sold, because I was looking at eBay, the sold section, you know, I'd mark sold completed items. And I realized, holy shit, that's a Donruss. A PSA 10 Donruss sold for like $550. And I was like, what? Holy crap. So I had this like excitement come over me and this fear, because I'm like, oh, because I hadn't bought this card yet. And I was like, oh shit. And I just countered the guy with another offer. And because he'd give me a good offer, it was like $225. And I countered him, you know, really kind of negotiating hard. Had I realized that I was looking at the wrong thing, I would have gladly taken that $225 and not countered him again. But thankfully it came back. I offered him like $200, and then he came back and offered me $210, and I took it. Because when I took the $210, I realized that I had the numbers wrong. Now check this out. So like I said, a PSA 10 of the Donruss of this was going for like 500 and some bucks. When I looked at what the Optic was going for, the Optic was going for like $750. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, I can basically buy a PSA 10 right here. I mean, even as SGC, I think that they're underrated as a company, because their grading is just as good, and their case, this is the best looking case, in my opinion, and many others people's opinion. You'll commonly hear this on other YouTube channels. This is probably the best looking case. The black background, the straight black and white, you see the number. Like PSA, you gotta look forever. You know, if you don't know what you're looking at, the grade doesn't really stand out on PSA. It's just another thing that's like this big. But this is like, here's what it is. Because when we look at this case, that's the first thing we wanna see. We wanna see the grade, and then we'll look at the rest of it. So it's good that it stands out, and the black and white just looks really good. The black background, I love it. I really do, you know. But, so I'm gonna crack this baby. I'm gonna send it into PSA. I'll make a video of me cracking this too, so you can watch that suspense. And it's gonna be great, because I'm gonna turn $235. Well, I gotta send it into, and I'll have to pay $25 for grading. But I'll get the 20-day turnaround, because that's what we get and other members of the society get. And this is a card that, of course, when I found this, I went out to my society members and I said, hey, there's a big discrepancy right now in the market between SGC 9.5s, SGC 10s too, and PSA 10s. And that's what exactly I told them to do. What I just told you I'm gonna do with this. I told my members to go buy 9.5s and 10s of SGC, buy them and crack them and send them into PSA. That's a really good investment. That's not, you know, I give my members all kinds of investment ideas because I share with what I'm doing. And I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I really think about this a lot. And, you know, you can go, somebody say, hey, this card's hot, or this player's hot. You know, and I do that sometimes too, because that's just what it is. But you got to get creative with how to get money, how to make good investments. And this is a good investment, because you got to really have an exit strategy. You can't just buy cards and say, hey, they're just going to go up. I mean, you can, but I'd say invest in vintage more for that. This is a card that I'm in no hurry to get rid of, by the way. Because Luka, I mean, he might be the new face of the NBA in a couple years. He's the favorite by Vegas favorite last I checked, to be the MVP this year in his third year. And him and Porzingis, and this is going to be a team to watch. I mean, they're already pretty good, but they're on the way up even more so. So I'm gonna send this baby. I mean, look at these borders, white. I mean, of course they're white, but I mean, look at the width. So even, so even. The only discrepancy I see is that maybe, no, not even. It is so well symmetrical. And to get a PSA 10, tell you what, to get an SGC 10, this card has to be within the 55-45 limit, meaning perfect symmetrical would be 50-50. If it ends up being 50, if it's between 50-50 and 55-45, SGC will give it a 10. PSA, on the other hand, if it's 40-60, PSA will still give it a 10. So SGC has harder grade lines, grading standards than PSA. So this 9.5, again, that's why it's going to be a PSA 10, because it's going to meet the standards. I don't know why SGC gave this a 10 or a 9.5, but it's nothing major at all. Right? The corners, let's look at the corners. Look good. Look good. Look good. Look good. I'm sure the surface is good. I might crack this baby open and send it in. All right, let's see what the next one is. I went on forever about this, but this is a big card. This is a really big card, more so than what it's worth today. This is a big card. And there's way less optics population report. There's way less PSA 10s of optics in existence than prisms. And I love these cards. They're rated rookie, and it just so happens, optic as blue. You know, if you get most players this year, it's going to be blue. It just happens to go so well with his uniform that it just makes this card that much better. This is a really good one to get, even where it's at today, when you're watching this, because the NBA season still has to start. I mean, it's what, a month and a half-ish away. That's still plenty of time for this baby to be going up before the season even starts. And you just wait till the season starts, because he's going to light things up. People are going to be like, God, this guy's good. Up, 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 hype, hype, hype. All right, let's see the next one. That Luka is the one I've really been waiting for. I've had it for a while, I just haven't opened it. What else do we got here? I highly suggest getting a little box cutter thing or something, because it's so helpful to open packages. No shit, Sherlock. But seriously, it makes card like mail days that much more fun than having to be trying to rip it and fumble with it and being ridiculous. By the way, I'm glad the election is over. Oh man, that was an intense week basically, right? 4 or 5 days. It may still be intense for you depending on how you feel about it. I'm probably not on the high end spectrum of being intense about politics, probably on the lower part. But even I was captivated by what's going on, the whole mail-in vote and the counts and the changes and the up-to-date tabulations, and I don't know. I think I'll remember it more so than many presidential elections in America. Dude, I just don't want to mess with these cards so the tape This is really good packing, by the way. No dogs about that. This is just, I'm really careful about when I open this stuff. Ooh, I got another graded one. Oh, I think I saw the name. I think I'm really excited about this one too. I might save this for another video. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Boom. What did I say? SGC 9.5s. SGC 9.5s. Take a wild guess at what I'm going to do with this. I told my members of my sports car society that I was buying this too and to look out for it. Same thing. I'm going to crack this sucker. I'm going to send it into PSA. I don't remember how much I got this for. I remember it was a number that I couldn't believe how low it was. It was like, I don't know, $70 or something. I don't know if it was even that much. I was like, what? Because, SGC, it costs money to get these things graded in time. And so I just get to kind of jump the line and have this thing. I'm gonna send it into PSA because as far as I'm concerned, this is already a PSA 10, same with the Luca. And, I just gotta get them transacted properly, that's it. So I'm gonna do the same thing here with this Ja, because I think Ja is another up and coming star, rookie of the year. He averaged almost 18 points a game. He picked it up as the season went on, even though it was a really strange season, obviously. But man, I was very impressed by him. He doesn't have Luka's capability. Luka is pretty much the only guy that has his capability because he's so productive all around. He can score 30 points in a game, get 10 plus rebounds, get 10 plus assists. Like, that is really, really, really rare. Really rare. To be able to, he basically averages a triple-double, seriously, with almost 30 points. What else? That's like Madden level numbers. It's ridiculous. This guy's like, dare I say, kind of the Patrick Mahomes. I feel like he's going to be, of basketball. I say that because of the ages and the new hotness and the, up and coming. But he's not Patrick. Patrick's won an MVP. Patrick's won a Super Bowl. But I feel like Luka's getting there. I feel like this year he's already the favorite to get the MVP. And then how long before he wins a championship? You know what I mean? Like, this guy is special. And this guy's really freaking good. Really freaking good. He's a star. But this guy's just like possible, like all-timer. Very good. Possible, way early, too early to say for either of them. But if this guy if he had a long enough career, could I see him in the Hall of Fame? Yeah. Am I wildly speculating about that? A lot can happen between now and then. Oh, hell yeah. But everything goes well. On course, as normal course as we see it. Money, money, money. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to crack these, send them into PSA. And when I get them back, I'll make a video on that too. But that won't be anytime soon. It won't be until, 2021. Probably early 2021. January, maybe February. Because sure, we get 20-day grading. But that clock doesn't start till PSA opens the box. So it still takes about 2 months to get these back, but it's still the fastest way you can get cards graded at PSA, and you gotta get them graded at PSA because PSA gradings are worth the most. Look, what about Beckett? Well, Beckett's worth about half of PSA, and SGC is worth a little less than Beckett. Although the grading standards are, frankly, Beckett and SGC, their grading standards are actually more strict. More hardcore, whatever, than PSA. Those are probably too extreme of words, but just saying. Man, I'm gonna get these graded. I'm so excited about it. I got 3 other I'm gonna open too, but I'm gonna do that in another video because this one's up to almost 19. Yeah, all right. Join the society. You get an exclusive video every day, and I do so much research, finding creative things like this. Not that everything's all creative like this, cracking case and stuff. Some stuff's a lot more straightforward, a lot of it is. And I make a video almost every day and show all the research, show also things to buy, what kind of exit strategy you should be looking at. And that is what I mean, exit strategy. When I buy, I don't have an exit strategy for this because I feel like the value of this has a long ways to go. I have an exit strategy for this. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna send it into PSA. When I get it back, I'm probably gonna sell this next year. I'll sell this in the middle of the season. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my exit strategy. Well, what if that doesn't work out? Well, if it doesn't work out, I gotta adapt. But that's the thing, is these are the types of advice and questions and everything that I give to my members. And I spend a lot of hours every day doing this stuff. And then, of course, you get big discounted, much faster PSA grading being a member of the society. So, all right, links in the description, sportscarsociety.com, and go out and get these guys. Look for these SGCs, because you crack these, send them into PSA, yeah, buddy, seriously. I would go with 9.5s or 10s. Some SGC 9s can get to 10s, but if I'm looking at a high probability, I get the 9.5 or the 10 in the SGC to send it into PSA to get graded. But of course, SGC 10s cost a little bit more than 9.5s. So where do you want to be? I feel like my probability of getting a 10 at PSA 10 out of the 9.5s, pretty good, pretty damn good. Good enough that I don't need to pay the extra premium for the SGC 10. You know what I'm saying? All right, sportscarsociety.com, become a member, it's awesome. And stay classy, you are awesome.